Just a moment. Oh, hello. Well, I have a feeling I know who you are, but yeah. I guess you left. That's understandable. That's understandable. Yeah, people just come and go. That's what they do. Yeah, it's just been a very, very interesting year this year. Very interesting. Yeah, yeah, very interesting. Yeah, next year is going to be even more interesting. It's going to be much different in many ways. It's going to be much different. I know it. Hopefully, for a different year, let's all have peace, okay, please? Let's have peace. I hope so. I wish more people would actually help each other instead of total selfishness. There's too much of that nowadays. It's too much selfishness out in this world. In the past life, I used to try to help a lot of people, but and people don't return favors. I've seen it from years ago. Just it didn't happen just now in this year or last year or 10 years ago. No, it hasn't happened like that. No, no. What I've seen this year that you know it's just that it's just that things are just so different. No, thank you for the like. I think I know who you are. But who are you? Oh, hey, General. Hi. Yeah, I changed the time of my own shows, because I was getting beat up real bad by the Midnight Special, this YouTube channel. It had 300 viewers every week, the same time as me, so I decided to change my times. Plus, I wanted to get the new. Oh, hi, Fishman. Yeah, yeah, he won big. Yeah, he won over 5 million votes. Yeah, that's a lot of votes. Yeah, over 5 million this year. That's impressive. Yeah, over 5 million votes. Yeah, he won very very big. Yeah, yeah. Was it 290 to 212 or something like that? It was just. Oh, I'll go check. I'll go check. Oh, 295 to 226. Wow. Yep. 295 to 226. Yeah, that's almost 300. Oh, that's one of the biggest beatings in history. One of them. There's that time when Reagan beat Mondale. That record will never be broken, never. But hey, but it's a big record. Yeah, it's a big. Yeah, yes. Like I say, things are going to be different next year. Yeah, it's going to be different. We'll see what happens next year. That's all we can do. I know there's well, I guess they're going to go more for the petroleum engines than electric engines. I guess the electric engines, I've looked, the trucks, the semi trucks, electric trucks aren't selling. I've read that. So there'll be more petroleum semi sold. Yeah, more petroleum vehicles. That's it. Oh, hey, Dave. Yeah, that's, yeah. So, yeah, uh, I'll say, well, see what happens. I know they'll bring back the federal death penalty for criminals. I know they'll bring that back. That's for sure. I know that they'll do that. Yeah, because the last federal one was Lisa Montgomery, and well, she won't be last now. So, and I got 5 people here at night. They must be not going to the bars tonight. Um, yeah, yeah, the room looks a little messier, but that's all right. Just ignore the room. Let's just talk about things, that are, you know, that could happen if you all have 2 people left. Oh, crap. Oh, but thanks you for stopping by. That's actually 3. Yeah, I did take that survey a while back, and well, half of the voters voted, you know, yeah, for Trump and Vance, 20 out of 40. Yeah, 20 out of 40, 50%. Yeah, I wanted it. I am not, like I say, I'm not really a political channel. I try to be a variety channel because, my channel is small and I try to be a channel for everybody. You know, yeah, there's some channels, that are political channels one way or another. You know, there's some that are like that. There's some, yeah, usually small channels, start being a non-political channel, but then after a while, they'll choose their side, see which side works best. Sometimes one side works or another side. That's how it's done. You know, sometimes they'll pick a side and their careers go down. Sometimes that happens too. You know, yeah, sometimes that happens too. Yeah, yeah, there's going to be more drilling for oil. That's going to happen for sure. There'll be more oil drilling wherever they want. They drill wherever they want anyway. Pipelines all over the place now, all over the United States. You're not going to take them all down. I know that. So they're just going to leave them there. I mean, they do what they want to do. That's fine. What can I do? You know, there's some channels that talk about pipelines in a positive and negative way too. You know, yeah. No, I probably could. Yes. Um, yeah. Hopefully I can do that before my health goes. Excuse me. Before my health goes too much on the decline. You know, because I've noticed sometimes when I do my videos, when I go back and do them again, I kind of mumble. I kind of mumble lately on my words. I've noticed that I don't like it. I don't mean to. It's scary. So the only thing I can do is just keep reading books and playing word games like on the internet. That's all I can do to keep the mind sharp. I got to keep my mind sharp. Yeah, well, I got to do that too. Yeah, fish man. I couldn't do it this year. Yeah, just lack of money this year. It's one of those things. One of those things. I could be on YouTube and cry and complain. I don't do that. I try to be a positive person. I try to be a positive channel. Too many negative channels out there. You know, the political channels. You know, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but there's a lot of negative channels. For people to watch, and people like negative channels. They can watch those channels. That's okay. I never tell people what to watch. They watch what they want. Yeah, yeah. As I say, it's going to be interesting next year, but I just hope that people can get along next year because there is times over the years there's just too much anger out in the streets. I hate to see that. I hate to see buildings gone. There's a library in Minneapolis, Minnesota, out on Lake Street. Yeah, they burned it down, and there was a lot of books from way back in the 1850s destroyed. Can't get those books back. They're one of a kind. Maybe the computer did it or something. Did they or didn't they? I don't know. It's just. Yeah, yeah, I know, Dave. It's kind of scary because I noticed when I play back my videos sometimes I kind of mumble my words like this. I'm sitting there thinking, what's that? So I do it again. Sometimes I edit that out, of course. You know, sometimes edit that out because I have to do that. Because editing is the way to do it. That's how television and movies are successful. And then you got people like behind cameras still, they're like this. I'll put it on YouTube. I got him. Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes there's people that play gotcha stuff out in the streets, like when they're alone. They do gotcha videos. Got to be careful with that. Got to be careful with those gotcha videos. When one side goes to another one, because the other side may do violence. You never know. Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I try to do videos. Car wash. Yeah, I suppose I could do car washes of different towns. Yeah, I could. I tried that one in Sleepy. That was good for $10. I was very surprised. The only thing is the timer when you were going out. The numbers were off. You couldn't tell between 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 or 3. You couldn't tell because the numbers were goofy. But I didn't care. As long as it cleans the car, and as long as it blow dries really good, that's all I care. But if a timer goes off, I don't really care. Yeah, well, ladies, as long as ladies are kind of halfway respectable in public, that's fine. That's fine. Or guys in that matter, as long as they're respectable in public. Yes, things have changed a lot. People wear more what they want. I've seen people wear socks on sandals, young guys walking around in Walmart, for example. But I'm not going to film that. I'm not going to go up there and guy in socks sandals, goody goody. Nah, I don't waste my time doing crap like that. But some people do that. Some people like doing that. You know, they'll call it like the idiots of Walmart or something. But I don't do that. You know, that's um, yes, but you got to be careful that they're adults, though, Dave. I'm not going to do no high school girls. I mean, forget that because YouTube will, of course, kick me out, and they deserve it. They have to be adults. Yeah, they'll have to be adult women, but that's hard to find though. You know, where I live, it's hard to find. And a lot of the people who like do those car wash things, they're like high school kids doing fundraisers for for like volleyball or and stuff like that, or they want to go to Washington D.C. and look around or something like that. So they got fundraisers. He said, but I wouldn't film high school girls. No, I wouldn't do that to them. You know, no. Ladies got to be adults. Yeah, because the high school people, I mean, guys and girls, I mean, the guys and the ladies, the young ones, they need protection. You know, they need protection, especially the nice people in the poor sides of town. I feel sorry for good people that go to high schools in the poor side of town. It got to watch their backs every day. Imagine got to watch their backs going on the bus or go watching their backs walking home in a bad neighborhood. Hopefully, somehow, some way, those bad neighborhoods can improve and get nice again. I hope so. I want to see that because I've seen too many buildings that are crumbling that looked very nice from way back, and now they're crumbling. That's too bad. I hate seeing that. Yeah, guys, I hate seeing that. I mean, I personally, I mean, when I used to live in Minneapolis and Brooklyn Park as a kid, and a teenager and adult, I've seen neighborhoods fall apart before my very eyes. I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, yes. Speaking of that, okay, when I was a kid in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, they had a place with the go kart tracks. Kids would drive around the go karts. Okay, Cub Foods was the first big business that built over there. A big chain store in the Midwest, Cub Foods. Yep, the Cub in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota is going to close. No, it's already closed. Yeah, it's already closed. I think it closed last week after 43 years of business over there. I mean, that's too bad for the innocent people, but the reason they closed down is too much theft. They have the self checkouts, and of course, in the bad neighborhoods, in the bad neighborhoods, like say an employee in a self checkout in a bad neighborhood, well, they're not going to get paid much, of course, but okay, they'll overlook stuff while someone else rings it up. Okay, as soon as they get home, okay, you get some candy, you get this, you get that. They could ring something up, say $300 worth of stuff for like 120. They'll do a lot of that crap, you know. I mean that's dishonesty. That's why a lot of those poor neighborhoods they're going back to the cashiers again. They're going to get rid of the self checkouts in the bad neighborhoods because they have to. And plus, they're going to have to toughen up on the crime, on the flash mobs, because those flash mobs that wreck stores. I mean, like in Roseville, in the suburb of Minneapolis, I heard through a relative of mine. Yeah, they went to the Best Buy, 40 people, and it started stealing, looting, and destroying things. I mean, I'm not a Best Buy fan for whatever reason, but I mean, I don't like Best Buy personally, but I don't want their store smashed. No, that's not right. A person, doesn't like Best Buy, go someplace else or go online. Easy to do. If you don't like your General Motors vehicle, buy a Ford. Or if you don't like your Ford, buy a General Motors or buy a Chrysler or buy a foreign vehicles. That's all a person has to do. Easy to do. Um, I don't shop at Best Buy, Fishman. I don't shop there. Okay, but the stuff I did, well, my relatives shop for me at Best Buy. I got a Signia memory CD. That's from Best Buy. That okay. You put this in, and put this in. Put that in the desktop, and you put a bunch of stuff in. Yeah, to transfer the videos. Yeah, it's worked real well. I've had it for like over 10 years. Yeah. Yeah, and there's some other stuff too. But usually when I like buy stuff, like this phone I got at T-Mobile, it's okay. It's okay. This is a $350 phone. I mean, the camera works great, but you can't. I don't know. It's hard to like focus. Like if you could do close-ups, and if you do close-ups, it just looks so amateurish, you know. The close-ups here is kind of amateurish, but it's better. But it's kind of fading, so I gotta get new get another camera from probably some auction online or something. I just gotta watch it very carefully because I'm just not watching stuff as good as I used to. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta say, I just like hope, you know, as far as other elderly people, hopefully, if it's possible, I hope they can find a cure for diseases. There's a thing I hope they do, is find a cure for diseases like Alzheimer's. That's one, and so many that cripple minds of the elderly and the young people that they ended up in the rest homes. If they can cure at least 3, 4 of those diseases, they can close down the rest homes and have the elderly stay home. That'd be much better. That way, all the elderly people can have a happier life. Because those rest homes, you know, a lot of them aren't very good. I mean, unless you go to one of those celebrity rest homes where the old celebrities go to, they're probably treated like kings and queens there. The average rest home, the elderly isn't going to be treated that good, you know. And I just hope they give elderly people more options, you know. They give elderly people more options, like whatever they want to do. I that I No, I don't know, Fish, man. I don't know. The only thing I know is a person keeps reading and stuff like that and keep the mind active, that will slow it down. But okay, Aricept works great. Works great for my mother, but Aricept is very expensive. Because I know my mother was taking Aricept at the time, and this was after my father died in 2007. I was like 17 years ago. Yeah, sometimes even with the floating um, healthcare thing or whatever you call it, sometimes the 30 bottles of Aricept is up to $350 a bottle. But my late uncle saved his money, so luckily we had money at the time to take care of it. You know, my mother fell apart. I couldn't take care of her anymore. It was impossible. If I would have had a second person living with me, I could have done it. But one person can't do it, you know. Well, true, Fishman, but remember, this was 2007. You know, the technology is getting better all the time. You know, my mother was really falling apart. The Aricept did work, But as time went by, it kept her going for like 4 or 5 more years. And then after that, it didn't. Because remember, I've mentioned in previous videos, Fishman, that I was on Thorazine for, was it 3.5 to 5 years? It wrecked my brain. It wrecked it. My brain is half wrecked. I have that video back in Minneapolis when I was a kid. I can prove I was high on there. I can prove it. I can prove it on a video. The only video my mother took when I was a kid. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing though, is that's the thing. It's just, yeah. Well, then the Menda was taken with it too. Yeah. At the time, but there's, but if somehow, some way, if they can cure for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, these other diseases, if we can find cures for that somehow, some way, like I said, we can close down the rest homes. We can close down probably 60% of them, at least, I hope. Because at least half the rest homes, the reason people are there is because of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and some of those other ones, other destroying diseases. You just got to find a cure for them somehow. That's the main thing. If we can find a cure for those, then we can just close them down. That'd be great. Because elderly people, deserve to. Yeah, that's not going to be easy though, because a lot of the food in the stores, that's a two-way street actually when it comes to food. Okay, the additives in the food like make the food last longer, but at the same time, the additives technically aren't good for you. No, but it keeps the food fresh longer, the additives. Okay, but the fresh food, you'll have to store it like in the refrigerator and stuff like that. Like, well, of course, bananas I put in the refrigerator, of course, So last time I had bananas out of the refrigerator, it went rotten. And lately I've been getting those dang fruit flies. And when you get those dang fruit flies, person's got to buy this dumb little thing. Yeah, a little black flag fruit fly thing. Works great. But I don't like using it. But you have to, because those dang fruit flies, they may be tiny little bugs, but they bug you. Not only that, they go in the bathroom. See, is my video going? I don't know. See there, is my video going blurry or is my vision going blurry? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, somehow we got to make people healthy, though. That's for sure. Because I mean, when I look at foreign videos, because I do from time to time, I'll look at China because they have foreign videos like China and Vietnam and stuff like that. I look at those videos. Those people are on the average are much skinnier, and I think a lot of those people, especially the elderly, actually look better. They're not like overweight or anything. They walk around in longer distances. I know their vehicles aren't as great as ours, no. But you get a lot of tut tuts. Yeah, yeah, you get a lot of tut tuts and stuff like that, and yeah, yeah, a lot of interesting vehicles. Lots of interesting vehicles. Yeah, a lot of interesting vehicles. And then plus people walk around too, and I think plus very healthy videos. Oh yeah, I'm subscribed to one channel in Vietnam called Vietnam Nights. That's pretty good. It has this lady. She films around Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City. You should see the people, what they look like. I mean, they just look great. It's just the people seem to look great over there. Even the elderly don't look too bad. you know. Oh, there's a lot of scooters and stuff like that. But I know people in the United States, they don't want to lose their big trucks or big big trucks, SUVs or vans. They don't want to lose that. Oh no. Yeah, because I mean in Vietnam, a lot of their vehicles are very small, and then they ride in their two-wheel scooters, and sometimes they'll have their little kid on there. Yeah, very dangerous. Poor kid. If that accident happens in that scooter, the poor child for sure would be dead. Sometimes the child doesn't even wear a helmet. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, sometimes they have like videos of Haiti at Port-au-Prince, Haiti, that poor town. Boy, I never seen a town in shambles in my life, like Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Wow, I have a lot of those videos on YouTube now. Yeah, they show, of course, they show Russia too. Yeah, they have videos of Russia. Government's not going to. No, I think they'll censor people doing videos like in Russia or China first. Of course, they're going to censor stuff. Look at it. Okay, get rid of this. Okay, don't show the police department. Don't show the the countries um, similar to the FBI in the United States in their respective companies. Don't show that, or you'll be under arrest. Blah blah blah. Okay, I won't show that because I don't want to be arrested and go in a little hole and go eat rotten food where bugs are crawling on it. You know, maybe get a Russian bride. No, no, no. It takes money to get brides like that, fish man. You need lots of money. But a lot of those people, though, they want their parents to have you get someone to marry them so their parents can join them. They want their late widowed mom or dad to get married. And in this country, if some young person wants to get married, you got to pay the bucks. Marry to get citizenship. Because citizenship is going to be tougher next year for everybody. It's going to be like for everybody. They're going to, before a person comes in the United States, they're going to check around. So and so, should we let so and so in, or should we not let so and so in? It's going to be a lot more of that immigration checking next year for everybody. They're going to do it for everybody, not just people across the border. They're going to do it for everybody. They'll do it for everybody. Yeah, well, yeah, but I don't make women. I don't make ladies do things for me. Ladies and I are equal. I mean, it depends on what couples want to do and what they want to agree to. I've seen men totally obedient of women. I've seen women totally obedient of men. I've seen it both ways. You know, it depends on what the couple wants to do. The couple's got to get to know each other. You know, yeah, the couple's got to get to know each other. Yeah, that's the key. Yep, the couple's got to get to know each other. Yeah, it takes time. It takes plenty of time for couples to know each other before, and hopefully people don't hit each other, kick each other, throw furniture at each other, or worse at each other. Seen too much of that going on. You know, so before someone takes somebody else, they've got to take their time. You can't just rush. Because what if your spouse's family members are a bunch of criminals or something? You never know. But if they're a bunch of criminals that push your spouse around, never know. Never know. Because I've been to people's places, yeah, like where one person was totally mean to another one and their kids were mean to them. I've seen that a lot. mostly drinking people. That's why if I ever date again, I don't want a bar woman. Forget that. No, thank you. No thanks to the bar women. Nope, not for me. Oh, hey, little Will. Oh, here we go again. Same old, same old. Yeah, well, Fishman's more interesting, Dave. So I'm going to go about what Fishman's talking about. So anyway, I don't know why you guys follow me up to this night and afternoon time. I mean, it's so weird. I mean, there's hardly anybody on my show. There's hardly anybody on. There's hardly anybody on. So yeah, hardly anybody in the chat. Yeah, that's true. It's Friday night. Yeah, people are. Yeah. I know who your number one fans are. I already know who they are. I'm not going to say who they are. I know who's your number one and number twos and stuff. I already know. I don't even have to say names. No need for me to say names. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I had two extra people, but they left. So, well, for the two extra people, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah. You talking about that Steve Miller, Jungle Love by Steve Miller. Uh, yeah, that was one of his better songs. I'm not a Steve Miller fan, but yeah, it was an early '70s. Yeah, he used to be on the radio all the time in the early '70s, and in the late '70s, he kind of disappeared. You know, yeah, yeah, bands come and go. Yeah, bands of all kinds. Yeah. Um, yeah, I like Jungle Love better myself. Yeah, but nowadays music is just so much different. Music's a lot different. See, back then, like I say, music was like nationwide. Nowadays, music is more like by territory, especially on the poor side of town. Because on the very poor side of town, when they have their rap music, they usually go by sections. Oh, Houston's rap star, or Dallas's rap star, um, Detroit's rap star, Miami's rap star. Yeah, Steve Miller's still alive. Last I checked, he hasn't been gone yet. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's YouTube channels where they talk about your favorite singers being dead. Plus, there's Find a Grave. Well, and then there's websites where they talk about which ones are gone. Because a lot of our favorites are like 60s, 70s, 80s. You're in the 80s too for age. They're getting up there in age. A lot of them are dying too. I mean, what's that one? Um, let's see. Yeah, I think that one. Scorpions, I think that is. Yeah, two of their four band members are dead. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Samantha Fox. I I didn't think I listened to Samantha Fox really. No, but anyway, um, yes, I say if it once people want to check their stars, there's YouTube channels out there and there's websites. I mean, not websites. There's Find a Grave, obviously, and there's stuff like that. Wait a minute, no, or is that? Maybe I was wrong. I got to see what's that. Can't think of that name. I forgot that name. Slipped my mind. Let's see. Ah, yeah, it slipped my mind. Sometimes my mind slips, but oh well. When you get older, your mind slips more. You know. But no, anyway. Yeah, I know Phil Lesh is gone. Yeah, he's died. He was a famous guitarist, and just guitarists and drummers. They've died. They're too much partying in their younger years. They go to parties, they go to clubs. Too much putting it in the nose. Too much guzzling it. Too much of this and that. Too much staying up a week at a time. Stuff like that. Too much probably breathing exhaust fumes, looking at cool vehicle engines, especially the ones that run on premium leaded, sniffing the exhaust. Yeah. I never sang in karaoke, but I'm gonna make sure it isn't a bar though, because I stay out of bars myself. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not on purpose, Dave. It's not on purpose. It's just when they run a vehicle engine, there's some people they're going to stand by an exhaust. There's some people that'll do that. Some people think they're tough. Some people don't care. You know, yeah. There's all kinds of people. People that work on engines. As we all know, so when they start engines, you're going to get some of that exhaust, unless if it's an electric motor. You know, yeah, it's unless it's an electric motor, but now though, as far as the electric and solar industry is concerned, I think there'll probably be less of that probably now. So, but will there be? Maybe it'll be more. Who knows? I don't know. Depends on what happens. I don't know. um, no, no, Dave, don't give people ideas. Don't give people ideas. Uh, we don't want people to read that stuff. Well, no, what I mean is that and this chat is getting bad again. Let's let's don't talk about stuff like that. I let's please don't talk about stuff like that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Always read in the owner's manual about what kind of fuel to put in your vehicle. Yeah, if you have an owner's manual, I'd always read it or online. Yeah, I'd never put different. Just like my junior high mechanics teacher, Mr. O'Hanlon, used to say, you know, always read your owner's manual when you put in petroleum. He says, never put the wrong kind of petroleum in because then you pay for it much later. That's what he used to say. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of truck do you have anyway, Fish? It's one of those big V8 engines where you can step on it and go to the promised land, as we all say. Eh, is one of those ones we could go to the promised land. Where it goes. No, wait a minute. It's probably like digital now. I forgot they don't have needle speedometers anymore. I forgot about that. Now it's numbers. That's the digital numbers. Yeah, I forgot they don't have needles anymore. Oh, Ram. Oh, wow. Oh, it's one of those Hemi Rams. Is it a Hemi? So I know I've seen Hemi Rams when I walk and drive around. I see a lot of Hemi Rams. Yeah. Oh, they are tough. They got those big bumpers. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard they can fly. Yep, 350 cubic inch V8, as we say. Yep, that's a 350 cubic inch V8. Yeah, they'll fly. Yeah. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up. let's see, it has 345 horsepower at 5,200 RPMs, 375 pound-feet of torque at 4,200 RPMs. Wow. Yeah, that'll move. Yeah, yeah, maybe they. Yeah, that's the thing about vehicles, though. Sometimes vehicles will be great in some years, and then they'll turn bad. Well, just like the Century and Park Avenue that changed into the, let's see, the LaCrosse and the Lucerne. I've heard the LaCrosse and Lucernes aren't very good, especially the Lucerne. They replaced the Park Avenue. Eh, yeah, no, that's the thing. They're good when they're young, but then a lot of people step on it. Yeah, a lot of people like to step on it. Step on it and watch the numbers go up. That's what a lot of people do. Not just young people, old people too. I mean, I've driven down the roads before. Oh, especially was it in the early 80s. It was in South Dakota. That's when the speedometer was 55. I went 85 once to my 74 Catalina. My brother was going to get fireworks in South Dakota. This lady in a Ford van passed me, wrinkled faced old lady. She passed me and she disappeared. And I was going 85. She disappeared in a Ford van. That had to be a big engine to go that fast. Yeah, well, yeah, you see that sometimes. Sometimes you see elderly people, they go really fast. That's a funny thing though, is insurance is cheaper for ladies than guys, and you see a lot of ladies, they'll pass you on the road and disappear on you too. I've seen that too. Yeah, well, I've seen a lot of ladies that step on it and pass me. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen a lot more when ladies drive around. I see a lot more guys go with them now, so that's good. They need protection. Ladies need protection. But there's a lot of ladies that can protect themselves too. There's more of them, and that's good. Because I've been in a time where ladies were pushed around too much. You know, no, not at this point. No, 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 not at this point in my life. No, because like I say, I'm 60 years old, and a lot of the best ones will pass me by. And I'm not going to find anybody rich, Dave. Forget it, because the rich people like the young people. And that's fine. Hey, that's fine. Good for them. Good for them. That's the way it is. Yeah, it's not easy knowing rich people. It's very hard because rich people are like well guarded. They're well guarded. They're well guarded in who they talk to. That's the way rich people are. Yeah, and rich people, they run the show. They're the ones that run the countries. That's what the rich people do. The rich people can do more stuff and have more fun. Those that say money can't buy happiness was never poor. Yeah, because when you're poor, you can't do much of anything. When you're poor, you can't do much of anything. Yeah, celebrate Trump's win. No, he won. But I don't really celebrate wins of any politician. The only thing we can do is let's hope that people get along, whichever side, and don't do violence. Let's don't do the violence part, please. Whichever side, let's don't do that. Too much of it out there. Let's get it. Let's try to. Yeah, that's what we should do. There's just too much of it. You look at videos, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or the X. There's so much violence in videos, way more than. I mean, I can't even watch it anymore. I can't even. I used to watch it at first, but I can't even watch it anymore. It's too bad, especially when people get slammed on their heads and necks and stuff on concrete. That's not good for the mind. They can, it wrecks the mind. You know, just like in the NFL back in the '70s, especially when they went to artificial turf. A lot of NFL players at the time got CTE, and about 140 of them, I think, have died because of it. Because a lot of them got slammed on the turf. You know, um, I don't know what they're going to do in the medical industry, but I just hope they can somehow improve people's lives. I mean, there's a lot of things the medical industry has improved over the years. And I hope they improve even more, you know. And of course, as far as immigrants are concerned, every country in the world does this, not just the United States. The rich countries, um, they're gonna get the best doctors, the best scientists. They're gonna get the best kind of people, because in the United States, there's some professions where there's not enough people, so they got to import them. The ones that can speak both languages. They're going to take people from other countries. All rich countries do that, not just the United States. Yeah, not just the United States. Yeah. Well, anyway, there's another person coming in. Saying a lot of people are coming and going, but they don't like our chat. They think we're boring. Yeah. Yeah, people just come and go. Our chat, they think our chat is so boring. Yeah, Anyway, yeah, I'm going to sign off. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.